self-driving for a whirl through Jacksonville, Florida. See how long it takes him to panic about his car. So good. A little bit of a swerve.
It's all right.
Was that over that car right there?
It might have been. It felt like the car was encroaching. I mean, it stayed within our lane.
Full self-driving is in beta testing still, so the Tesla is getting much better in a lot of traffic patterns, but it is still struggling with certain unusual traffic patterns that the car may not recognize yet. We are going to show how it reacts in different scenarios that we think may still cause it some trouble. Full self-driving has come a long ways, and a lot of things that used to be challenging to the Tesla has gotten a lot smoother. As they roll out new updates, it is beginning much better. The car is driving itself, but at times you will see Zach with his hands on the wheel in preparation to take over just in case the car has difficulty. We purposefully will be taking a few detours on the way up to Amelia Island and again on the way home to test out situations that may challenge the Tesla. The very first time we did this, it was in the neighborhood, and there's a lot of new roads in our neighborhood, and the car was making a lot of last-second decisions. This is actually going much more smoothly, but it's kind of a straight shot down a road, so it's not too hard.
We'll see how it does with this left turn coming up.
Whoa. We're driving a little bit like we're 16 and we just learned to drive, but we're in the right place.
The 16-year-old might forget to turn that turn signal on.
Well, this is true. We have the turn signal on and a brake checked a few people, but we're all right.
There's a major full self-driving update rolling out over the next week or so. It'll be interesting to see how many noticeable improvements there are.
So do you want to tell them about all the crazy driving tests you had to go through to get the full self-driving okayed, or was that just for the original people?
Well, it was for the early beta program that I am in. I had to maintain what's called a safety score of 100, which was pretty difficult to achieve. I had to have a certain number of forward collision alerts. If you had too many over every 1,000 miles of driving, that would reduce your score. Acceleration in a straight line is okay, but angular acceleration or accelerating on a turn cause you to have a decreased score. Braking too quickly, hard braking is what they called it, that reduced the score. I'm trying to think what else. I think those are the major categories.
So I think that was the only time that you said you wanted to drive my Pathfinder for a while, because once we had a good score, the car was no longer drivable.
I got down to a 99 at one point for hard braking, and I had to drive around to get it back to 100 for quite some time.
Oh, we're catching another red light.
Yeah, first in line here.
What are the odds it's going to accelerate like a teenager, just like it stopped? I shouldn't say that, because honestly, teenagers probably drive better than the adults, but like a new driver.
We'll find out here. There's green. It went pretty. It was quicker reaction than most people. I tend to get distracted.
Driving a little fast.
Let's slow down.
But
now we're in a parking lot.
It's probably smoother than I am with the Tesla
And it
because
got
I
in the
have the
correct
gas car.
Let's see what it does here.
Oh, boy.
It's a little. Oh, it's going. I mean, this is pretty good for a parking lot, I have to say. It's. I'm just ready to grab it, but it's doing okay. I'd say that was successful.
So does it park itself? I'm the Tesla newbie.
No, I'm gonna slow down because we're there. I don't know what it's gonna do. So I took over.
We're here at Driftwood Beach. This is in Northeast Florida. It's kind of in our backyard. It's a really beautiful place and we're really lucky to live in Florida. So when we're not traveling, we still have a lot of places to go visit. So last video, we were talking about how we were going through a neighborhood and it was not doing the best in the neighborhood, and here we are. It wants to drive on the service road, apparently. Is that what it's doing? Trying to get on that service road?
I'm not sure.
Fortunately, there's nobody behind us. Minus the turn signals and trying to get on the service road.
It's
the service road,
yeah.
Yeah.
The service road's confusing.
But it is going at decent speed and everything. But if we show the highway, you claim it would be very boring because that it can kind of do
Yeah.
a little bit rough, but it's doing the right thing here. Did you stop it from going on the service road, or did it figure it out?
It figured it out.
Oh.
Now it's waiting for this car. And here we go.
Oh look, we have a Tesla buddy up there.
Let's see what it does here. Because this
This
guy
car is in the wrong spot.
Yeah, well, okay,
It
just went for it.
decided it.
Well, it's because that guy wasn't doing anything. He was just hanging out. He had his chance. So it didn't behave any different than any of the other drivers.
No. Got a little slow on the acceleration before I realized what speed limit was on the highway.
Could be.
It looked like that was a little slow. I saw it adjust on the screen because it kind of felt slow. But no, it's fine. We're still traveling down the same highway. We have some people merging on here, and then we're going to be merging off this road onto an on-ramp to a different highway, so we'll see how it deals with all of that, like especially this car here. That could be a problem. Slow down for him.
And he changed his mind.
Yeah. That was pretty smooth.
There we go. Now, technically, this isn't the full self-driving stack. There's two software stacks. When it's on the highway, it's using the enhanced autopilot. They are going to work to merge them, but if you notice on this map, see how you don't see that red lines and the yellow lines and the same visuals? That's the difference between the enhanced autopilot and full self-driving. So they are planning on merging the stacks at some point in the future.
Does it ever get confused by the toll roads?
It tries to take them quite often. So, but there's
because it looks like a better way.
Oh yeah, I mean, there is an option in the navigation settings where you can say avoid tolls. I just don't have that turned on.
So you just cancel it when it tries to do that?
Yeah.
Because that seems like it'd be confusing. And I have seen a lot of regular human drivers swerving out of the way at the very last second to not take it, like all the time.
Unfortunately, the rain is going to curb our autopilot use for the rest of the day here. The features of basic autopilot are still available in poor weather conditions. However, the advanced features of enhanced autopilot and full self-driving are not available currently during adverse weather. We'll be sure to test out the new version of full self-driving, which is a major release coming up in future videos.